Prabhujis can come little forward and Matajis also can come because as the time goes by, we'll have many issues. One more row can be formed. Okay. Now whomsoever comes late, that's the punishment. Okay. So as usual, we'll start with the prayers. So kindly repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanaतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जन शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयति गिरिं यत्कृपादहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्री चैतन्येश्वरम्. Okay, so we are discussing this wonderful life manual called Bhagavad Gita. So when we all of us come together, do you know today what is special? Ekadashi. Thank you. Yes. So when like-minded people like us, all of us come together and try to read Bhagavad Gita, hear Srimad Bhagavatam, recite the verses of Bhagavad Gita, a lot of positivity is created. When we chant the holy name together, all 130 people chant together, a lot of positivity is created. It's all possible. Undo that too on special Ekadashi day. As I mentioned, it is like any devotional service you do today, it is like 1,000 times multiplied. Okay. So it's all possible because of Srila Prabhupada, because of whom he provided a shelter so that the entire world can take a rest here. Yeah, that is the arrangement he made so that all of us can come together nicely and discuss and chant the holy name of the Lord. And 2 days back, we had a higher level meeting. I had been discussing with my mentor. So he's asking me, and he's also having a puzzle. See, during start of the session, the hall is half empty. Okay, and when I show Aarti, when I turn back to show the lamp, I see people are standing till Still, we were puzzled. What is the reason we were still puzzled? Prabhuji was asking me, my mentor is asking Prabhuji, I also don't know Prabhuji. So we are trying to one day, Lord will reveal us what is the secret behind it. So anyhow, as we go, then we can discuss. Okay. So as usual, we'll do a recap from session 1 onwards. Okay. What are the 4 needs? Physical need, psychological, emotional, spiritual. Which verse we saw on that day? One verse we saw. First verse. Bhagavad Gita, first verse. Signs for victory of Pandavas. Presence of holy environment. Okay. Lord Krishna. Okay. Fortune is there. Goddess of fortune is there, and presence of Lord Hanuman. One more verse we discussed. Last verse of Bhagavad Gita. Yes. Okay, we have two types of body. What are the bodies? Subtle body and gross body. What does the gross body has? Earth, water, fire, air, ether. What does the subtle body has? Mind, intelligence, false ego. Good. Okay. How do people fall down? Sense object, they contemplate on that, they develop attachment. After attachment, it becomes lust. When lust comes, it's unfulfilled anger. For anger, how people are fall down? Anger, bewilderment of memory, yes. And then intelligent is lost. And ready to do anything. Then all the social crimes happens. Okay. Then karma session. Good karma, bad karma, which is good? Akarma. Okay. This is without any reactions. So good karma or bad karma based on my opinion, according to me, or based on scriptures. How to get rid of my all my karmic reactions? Let me do prayachita, right? Yes. By devotional service, it burns out all the bad reactions. So one of the important element of devotional service is chanting the holy name. Okay. Qualification of genuine guru. What is the first fundamental parameter? Parampara. It has O, P-O-T-S. O, our well-wisher. T, teaching based on scriptures. S, selfless. What are the four authentic paramparas? Brahma Sampradaya, Shri Sampradaya, Kumara Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya. Okay. This is the most favorite session. Acronym for minds. M stands for magnifies the problem. I infinite thoughts and desires. N never in present. D distraction. Yes. Stress and anxiety. Now, what is the antidote? What is the solution? First solution. Make the intelligence strong by reading scriptures. Clear the previous samskaras. Impression means samskaras. Give a positive engagement. Chastise the mind. Don't do drastic changes. And constant practice is very, very important. Okay. Okay. Last session. How our actions work. How Prakriti works. Soul is there. It desires. What next action? Paramatma sanctions. Based on what? Karma credits. Yes. Then, after sanctioning, Prakriti will execute for us. Okay. There are three modes of material nature. What are the modes? Oh, I put it. Sorry. Good one. Okay. Okay. Fine. Oh, I think I didn't remove that. Two slides I made. Okay. How do we get into these modes? What makes into these modes? How do we get these modes? Karanam Gunasangasya. We get associated with that mode. For example, we like to go to a pub, then we naturally associate with ignorance, tamas. Okay. Which mode is best mode here? Goodness, passion, ignorance. Which mode is best mode? Eh? Huh? None of them. Yeah, correct. Because every mode binds us back to the cycle of birth and death. So, what is the analogy I have given? Which color is in goodness? Golden color, right? Then the passion is in silver color, and the ignorance in slightly iron color. So all are different chains. So all of them will bind us back to this earth. Okay. How to get out of these three modes? Chanting. Okay. Devotional service. One analogy I have given. Does anyone remember the analogy? 1 week, huh? That's all. Dog barking, yes. So I went to visit my friend. The dog was barking. So then my friend is a master of the dog. Similarly, Prakriti is the no Krishna is the master of the Prakriti. So when we surrender to Krishna, Krishna will tell the Prakriti, oh, please stop barking at my friend. Okay, same thing. Thank you so much. Very happy. Yes, something we can connect nicely. Yes. So reviving our eternal faith. Many people in our dharma, they try to kill our faith, and they sufficiently damage. I'll be very frank. They sufficiently damage our faith in the scriptures and Vedic traditions and everything. Today we will try to. I'm trying to revive. There is another session how systematically we were destroyed with our eternal faith. I asked my mentor to give, but I couldn't get his appointment. But I'm by this month, December month, I'll get him here, and he will give a wonderful session how our faith on the various scriptures are systematically destroyed. Now, today we will see how to revive our faith. What are the glories of our scriptures? We will see today. Okay. Now, before starting our session, please tell me how do we acquire knowledge? What are the ways we can acquire knowledge? By reading books. Which books? Scriptures. Okay. Here. Okay. Guru. Okay. Association of the devotees. But the devotees may not be so strong or proper, no? Okay. Guru. Yeah. Anywhere else? Experimental knowledge also is there, no? We can experiment by our experience. We can gain knowledge. Correct? And we can see and believe, we can hear and believe. That is also there, right? So all of you which I have summarized, I just put in three things: Pratyaksha Praman, Anuman Praman, Shabda Praman. We will see one by one. Out of these three, only one is perfect, other two are not perfect. But we will see because we have been systematically programmed to believe other two are perfect. The third one is not perfect. Okay, but which one is everything I will reveal in the session. Okay. First one is Pratyaksha Praman. So Pratyaksha Praman means seeing is believing. If I don't see it, I don't believe it. Show me God, show me everything. Okay, then only I believe. Okay, this belongs to this category. This belongs. All the Western people, all the Western ideas works on this principle. Seeing is the believing. If I don't show me, I will not believe you whatever you say. Okay. Now, when in Vedic scriptures, this is one of the least ways of getting the knowledge. Yes. Why? Why? Because they tell there is a problem with this process. What is the problem? Okay. There are four defects in the human. Four defects. First one is Karana Apatava, imperfect senses. Second one is Pramada, illusion. Third one is Brahma, commit mistakes. Vipralipsa, cheating tendency, cheating purpose, cheating tendency. We will see one by one. First one is imperfect senses. Karana Patava. Prabhuji, how can I say imperfect senses? I can see, my eyes can see, my ears can hear, my tongue, my no senses, my tongue can taste, my nose can smell. What is the problem? Hmm? I'm telling something wrong, right? Jude bol raha hai, no? Okay. Okay. Tell me why our eyes are imperfect. Any clue?
Whatever we see, that might not be correct.
We don't know that what is we see what we want happening behind.
Okay. Good. But I'm talking in a physical sense. You are talking in knowledge sense.
We can see at a limited range.
Yes, that is the point. Okay. Now I'll turn off all the lights. Hmm? Some people will come and sit. Do you really will be able to see whether people have come or not? No. If all the lights are turned off, we cannot see it. Okay. Wherein you see animals, like they hunt in the night, they can see, right? If you see in the border and all, no, the soldiers they wear a glass called infrared glass. They want to do the patrolling in the night also. They put an infrared. So some animals have the capacity to see even in the night, but wherein the humans cannot see. So the range of the what do you call the vision is 400 to 700 millimicron. That's a micron range. That much only, that much wavelength only we can perceive. Beyond that, we cannot perceive. That is the reason eyes are imperfect. So, for example, I turn off the light now. You see a rope in front of you. When you touch it, you will feel it's a snake also. Correct? Yes. So that is the reason it is imperfect. Next, eyes are imperfect. We'll come to ears. Why? Ears are imperfect.
Sometimes we believe the wrong things.
Believe the wrong things. Okay.
Similarly,
Works
we
in the
have
same
a
range.
range.
Yes. We can hear, we would have studied in our school books, 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz only we can hear. Beyond that, we cannot hear. Ultrasound, we cannot hear, but it is a sound. Okay. So, like once I saw in a National Geography, one elephant was happily walking and happily moving in the forest. And suddenly, out of no time, it became so mad, so mad. It didn't see anything. It didn't see anything to agitate it. Just it became mad. Then later they revealed that it heard ultrasound and that agitated the elephant and it ran towards the source of the sound. So we cannot hear, they can hear. Similarly, bats in the night they know they hear, they move based on the reflection from the sound. We cannot hear those sounds. Yes, our ears are imperfect. Tell me how our tongue is imperfect. Aptitude question, no?
English, the English forgive the things not wrong.
Amazing example. Okay. There is another thing. Yes, nice one. And there is another thing that no, our tongue is relative. For example, there are two sweets. One is too much of sweet, one is normal sweet. First, you had the too much of the sweet in your tongue. Then the second normal sweet will not become sweet at all to you. Yes, it is relative. Okay. Next comes the I finished this. Then nose. So you all go to hospital, right? Suddenly one disinfectant smell comes, strong smell comes, right? And similarly, when you visit some houses which are locked for so many days, when you enter the house that without sunlight, no, you feel some odor smell, right? After 5 minutes, did you feel the smell again? You enter the hospital, you were there for 1 hour, right? Initial 5 minutes, you would have felt the discomfort of the smell. After 5 minutes, did you ever notice you get the smell? Why?
Which adjusts.
We are adjusted. Only nose can sense relative. Moment you come out of the hospital, after hour you go back to the hospital, you will feel the smell. Otherwise, if you stay in the hospital, you will not feel the smell. Correct? Yes. So it becomes relative. Next, touch. So during COVID, I had a fever of 102. Sorry, 101. My son had a fever of 102. Okay. I said I have fever. My son touched my hand. He said, "You don't have fever. You're lying to me." Why? Because I am 101. He is 102. His body is hotter than me. So when he touched, he felt my body is cold. Right? This you will see. Like whenever we go to anyone you touch, like relatively, if your temperature is higher, you will feel the other person is cold. Okay. So that is what happens. So all our five senses, which we feel is the primary source of our knowledge, are imperfect. Okay, I'm not telling like yes. Next, illusion. Okay, how many of you drove your car in the highways? Okay, after some distance you will see water, right? In the hot sunny day. Yes, water is there, no? We can take it in our bucket, no? What is that? Mirage. Since you have knowledge, you know it is this one. If you don't have knowledge, you will be chasing after that water. That is a reality, correct? Yes. So we are likely to be illusioned very easily. We will see, oh, I see something. It is correct. I should chase after it. Okay. And to prove that, I'll just show some pictures. Then you'll understand. Basically, these are not what you call GIF, what is called graphical. This one, no, that will move. This is just a plain JPEG image. Is it moving? Yes. Okay. Obviously, it has to be. Is this rotating? Maybe. Okay. This one? I'm seeing they are rotating. Okay. The waves are moving, right? Okay. So basically, that's what is the point. So two things. One is imperfect senses. Second one is we are ready. We are to be illusion. We are illusion. Third one, committing mistakes. Drama. Okay. The scientists know. Until they understand, they give lot of postulates. Postulates means maybe this may be the cause, this may be the reason, this may be the thing like that. So initially they thought brain is a substance which will cool our blood or cool our body. They never thought brain is an important substance. Okay, and similarly there is a one small peanut kind of thing is there. It's called mega gland or something. Okay, master gland. They thought it's a useless organ, but actually that is one of the main substance in the brain. Okay, so many things like people commit mistakes in the many ways. That is what I'm trying to say. It is possible for every human being. Every human being. Okay, so this is also another defect we have. Cheating propensity. Vipra lipsa. Okay. So this cheating propensity, trust me, every human being has, but it varies according to the levels. Some people have least very minimal, wherein some people like thieves, no big many people, no big people who are ruling, they have more most. Okay, so it varies. Okay, one such example I would like to highlight here, the Darwin's theory. So I think I know that everyone would have studied in the school days Darwin's theory, right? The monkeys slowly evolved and became human. Okay, and most of the people who like most of the scientists also are refuting this theory. I don't know why still it is available in our textbooks. I'll tell you why. Okay, so Prabhupada used to say maybe Darwin's forefather may be monkey, not our forefathers. Okay, so look at this how it is wrong. See, people have evolved from here. When we evolve, this original creature should not be there. For example, a lizard became a like they say many things, no, like many single celled organisms became like that. So monkeys also existing, human also existing. Somebody evolved means there should not be any monkeys, but still they evolved. But it is no, it is not correct. And I have surprising question. This fellow, first fellow I'm seeing, last fellow I'm seeing, where are the in between fellows? Those creatures are not there, right? We are not able to see them, right? So it is basically a bogus theory. And my mentor shared in the class, he did some research, it seems. What is why Darwin produced such a no false theory? So he said, like, the Darwin had a son, young son, it seems. So he prayed to God like anything to save his son. But unfortunately, his son died. Then, to prove that there is no God, everything happens by nature. So he made this theory to prove the people and make the people believe that there is no God. By nature, everything happens. You don't have to do anything. That is the cheating tendency, cheating propensity of the people. So this is how it is being we have been taught. Actually, this is not the reality. See, 60 means Ramayana is more than lakhs of years ago it happened. At that time, still humans exist. At that time, even monkeys exist. It is there in our scriptures. So day one, no, first fact itself is wrong. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So what are the four defects? Imperfect senses, illusion, commit mistake, cheating purposes. Now tell me, with this all defects, seeing is believing, huh? Correct, huh? So many defects we have, and then seeing is believing. Next one, Anuman Praman, Anumana Praman. So it is basically a guesswork or experimental work. You do some experiment and find out this is correct and things like that. Tell me why it is wrong.
It may
It's a trial and error. Yes.
may work in sometimes and it doesn't work in others.
Yeah, it may work in some time, doesn't work in some other time. Any other? Okay. So I'll tell one this one. So I now we work in ISRO. So we have a, something called a probability theory. We study extensively. Okay. So when you toss a coin, what is the probability of head or tails? 50%. 50%. Now I tossed it 5 times. All the 5 times heads only came. Okay. Okay. No, my son, we had a fight. What do you call bet? Okay. He want to go to play. I want him to study. So we made a decision. Out of five, who wins? If I win, you have to do study. If you win, you can go and play. And then he chose. He saw 5 times we did. Then after that, no, he saw many times heads only coming. I choose X now. Okay, then for his wish it came. Okay, so in probability theory, if you do it for shorter time, it becomes almost like it will not be 50-50. So what they recommend is minimum 10,000 times or minimum 1 lakh times we need to do. So in our ISRO, no, we used to simulate for 1 lakh times and see the probability, whether it is probabilities what we predicted is correct or not. So some people say, like people, all the people who take birth die. Okay. Now people who are doing the guesswork or experimental work has to do what he has to do. He has to take a survey of 10,000 people to see whether they are dying. Then he will write a paper. So many people have died. The probability is 100%. Then the statement is true. Is it the right way or just hear the source? People are dying. Believe it. Correct. That is the easiest way, right? Similarly, in order to find who is our father. Okay, so what we should do, we should take DNA of each and every people, match our DNA, or ask mother. Ask mother is the right way, no? So the guesswork or experimental work is the other way. That is, go and look for all the sources. Now, in a village, there are some blind people. They are blind from day one, means their birth. They got a sea elephant. Okay, what is the guesswork they are doing? One blind man saw the tusk. He thought it is a arrow. Okay. Another blind man saw the leg of the elephant. He thought it is a tree. Another blind man saw the tail of the elephant. He thought it is a rope. Okay. So this is what guesswork brings. Okay. So you can never get the complete picture because your senses are imperfect. With the imperfect senses, you are try to learn something perfect, something this one no beyond your reach. Okay, so what are the three pramans? Pratyaksha praman, Anuman praman, Shabda praman. Pratyaksha praman is not possible. Seeing is believing. That is not correct. Anuman praman is much worse than the Pratyaksha praman. Now we will see what is Shabda praman. Okay. All our Vedic scriptures recommend Shabda Brahman. Okay? Why? Why we have to believe the Vedic scriptures as it is? They have three reasons. We have three reasons why we should believe this. First one is axiomatic truth. Second one is amazing predictions. Third one is they are the life manual for us. Okay? I will cover one by one. Axiomatic truth. Does anybody knows what is the definition of axiomatic truth?
Chirantam,
Pardon?
eternal truth.
Eternal truth. Okay. Okay. Anything which doesn't need a proof is called axiomatic truth. Okay. Now I'll tell you one thing. Definition of a point. A point is there. What is its definition? Definition is no. A circle with zero radius is called point. Circle with zero radius is called point. Does it need a proof? No. Similarly, Vedic scriptures are axiomatic too. When they say something, they exist. They are real. Doesn't need a proof. We are going to see one by one. For example, I've been using imaginary number I. I think in your school days you would have studied, no? 5 plus 9, 9, 10 plus 7, 9, whatever. You do multiplication, addition, and things like that. So, complex numbers. We use regularly in our ISRO, day to day, we use it. You cannot plot, correct? You cannot plot. You cannot show do they really exist. We cannot show in the real world, but they really exist. Without that I cannot solve the problems. Okay, so they don't need a proof, but they really exist. Like this, axiomatic truth is that Vedic scriptures, they have a thing which they tell that doesn't need a proof. That is as good as that. In fact, there is a one statement in the Vedic scriptures that if you prove one statement of Vedas is wrong, you can reject entire Vedas. How confident the Vedic scripture if they make such statement, right? So when I write paper, no, if I find anything wrong, you can reject the paper, means gone. I will never submit a paper, right? But then look at the Vedic scriptures, they tell if you find one fault in the Vedic scriptures, one thing which is wrong, you can reject the entire Vedas. This is a statement of our Vedas. Okay? And wherein science, no, they evolve like anything. Initially, Dalton said atom is a small particle. Then after some time, Rutherford said, no, no, no. Atom, inside the atom, lot of things are there: electron, proton, neutron. Then no, Schrodinger said, no, no, they are not the particles, they are waves. Like the science is slowly evolving. They say one thing, then they'll not be completely perfect. Then slowly they evolve to next level. Then slowly they evolve. But in various scriptures, no, they are complete. They don't need a proof. They have complete information. They have accurate knowledge. Okay. Now, now I have I have some of the proofs that how our Vedic scriptures are so accurate. And one important thing is the Vedic scriptures doesn't change over the time. Okay, like science, if you see, they are changing over the time. Vedic scriptures they don't change over the time. They stood the time of test. Means they are correct in the past. They are perfect in the present. They will be valid and useful in the future also throughout the Kali Yuga also. Okay. Yes, we will see one by one. So modern science confirms many Vedic truths. Cow dung, right? We use many cow dungs in our village, right? What is the use of it?
Body.
Okay. So Prabhuji can come forward. Mataji also can come forward. The kids can go to kids class. If they can go to kids class, Mataji can check. They'll be bored here. Okay. So what is the use of cow dung? Simple for the sake cow is producing, we have to use it. Huh? What is the use?
You can burn them cooking purpose.
Cooking, okay. Higher, yeah, there is a higher purpose. Holy, okay.
We can make group with that.
Goo, okay.
House is actually what house is it?
Disinfectant, okay. Modern science is confirming the same. It has a disinfectant properties, okay. Turmeric, okay. Whenever in small child, we have a cut, we apply turmeric. 1990s, American have filed a patent by seeing the antiseptic properties of turmeric. Then we have to prove we have been using for life so many generations like that. Similarly, no, nowadays, no, Colgate, when they came to India to sell, they said you Indians are using charcoal and no salt and no, what is it, brick sand like that, useless fellows like that. But now what they are selling? आपके टूथपेस्ट में नमक है क्या आपके टूथपेस्ट में चारकोल है क्या right but we have been using from life generations after generation right okay what is this in Sanskrit, what is it called? Bhumi or Prithvi. One more? Dara. Bhugol, somebody said. Bhumandal and Bhugol. Bhugol means it is a spherical. Okay. But till Galileo, people were think Earth is a flat. The sailors know they will not sail beyond some 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers. They will feel you will fall down. Okay. So one person called Magellan took the courage to go around the earth. He from like he's a Spanish or Portuguese person. He traveled from there and back to no. He went this side of Philippines and then he traveled other way of like going to the South America continent and then again he reached Philippines. He's the one first person to reach circle the globe using the sail in the sea and he told Earth is a globe. Okay, and Nicholas Copernicus, something like that. He said the sun is the center of our planet system, solar system, and we are all moving around that. Until that time, everybody believed Earth is the center of the system and we are moving around it. You visited temples, right? Navagraha temple, right? What will be there in the center? Sun. We know from day one, sun is the center, right? So many things are there. Like no, another session we can take. What is the technology used in our ancient time? People had technology to the plastic surgery. The equipments the surgeon had is not even is available in today in modern science. There is a picture, there is a shastra available how to do the plastic surgery and how to do. And we had done calculated pi up to 22 decimals during that time, the value of pi. Hmm? And we are pioneers in many things, like the distance between moon and sun. It is available. Sorry, sun and earth is available in Hanuman Chalisa. Like one of the verse has the distance between sun and moon. That Hanuman Chalisa is written 5,000 years ago, right? So similarly, many of the wonderful things we had. Okay, our scriptures has everything. That is what I am trying to say. Our scriptures know everything. Okay, plants have life. In the third session, I told you, Jalaja Navarakani, Tavara na- Tara Vimsati. Means we have 40 lakhs no species available in the planets. That means plants have the life. Okay. But recently, 1900 only, they purposefully put many sensors to detect whether plants have the life, and then they detected, and then they concluded yes, plants have the life. Until that time, people felt plants don't have life. They are Jala Vastu, like that they were thinking. Okay. How many of you see ultrasound scan? All of you would have seen, no? Srimad Bhagavatam, okay, it has 12 cantos. Cantos means, for your understanding, I'll tell it's volumes. Okay, Bhagavad Gita is just one book, wherein Srimad Bhagavatam has 12 cantos, 12 volumes. In the third canto, day one, when the semen enters the womb of the mother, till the baby get delivered out of the mother. Day one to day last. All the details how the embryo is growing is available, nicely described. Not like one or two lines. So many chapters are there. Means one full chapter is dedicated towards how the baby is growing. In each month, what will grow. In each month, how it is behaving. In each month, what is its status. Everything is detailedly available in the Srimad Bhagavatam third canto. For your kind information, this scripture is written 5,000 years ago. It is not written recently. Okay. Yes. So we have knowledge. The Vedic scriptures have complete knowledge of what is happening in our life. What is this? Eclipse. So if you see our Pancham, we have accurate prediction of when eclipse happens, right? But now only, like in since I'm in ISRO, so like if you want to see the planet and move its prediction, we have to observe for months together. Then only we should say we have to validate again and again. Then only we have to publish. Yes, this is the motion of the planet. This is what it will come, and then we say almanac something like when it will reach and things like that. But look at our Vedic scriptures. They know when sun will rise exactly. They know when sun will set. They know when moon will rise. And they know when moon will set. They know precisely when eclipse happens. When precisely the eclipse ends. Look at the knowledge. They have complete knowledge. But we always feel seeing is the believing. As per me, all those things we want. Okay. Now comes to astonishing predictions from the scriptures. So some of the predictions I am going to share, you'll be you'll be amazed. Again, it is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who appeared 500 years back, he is just appeared 500 years back. He is being predicted in the Srimad Bhagavatam 11th canto, 5th chapter, 32nd verse, which is written 5,000 years ago. Lord Buddha, he is being predicted in the Srimad Bhagavatam first canto itself. Okay, even Chanakya Pandit has been predicted from the 12th canto. King Ashoka is predicted in the 12th canto. Even Jesus Christ, Prophet Muhammad has been predicted in our Bhavishya Puran. They are already predicted. Okay. Now, some of the predictions we'll try to read, then we'll understand how glorious, amazing our scriptures are. One day, when when this was given the class, one Prabhuji raised the hand. Prabhuji, anything about me in the scriptures prediction? Then Prabhuji, only great personalities will be predicted. We are great in the house, but we are not great in the society. So it is not predicted. Okay. So we'll see what are some of the predictions. So these predictions are written 5,000 years ago. During that 5,000 years ago, there is no problem at all. The kings, okay, we'll cover one by one. Let us try to read this verse. Can you repeat after me? वित्तम्येव कलो निर्णाम् जन्माचर गुणोदयः धर्म न्याय व्यवस्थायां कारणं बलमेव हि. Prabhuji can read translation.
In Kali Yuga, wealth alone will be considered the sign of man's good birth, proper behavior, and fine qualities. And law and justice will be applied only on the basis of one's power.
So this was written 5,000 years ago. So during the golden days, people give protection to even cows. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a one verse, King Parashit took the sword to kill a person because he was hitting the cow and he was beating the cow. That is the level of taking care they do. So they even give justice to the animals. They protect the animals. They give equal rights to the animals also. They give justice to animals. Look at now, a wealthy man drives rash in the car, hits someone in the road. The court case goes on, and it never ends. So much. Then he'll go to next High Court, Supreme Court, and after some time, the court case will not end, but he will die. That is the level of no justice is there. And wherein if your normal man does something wrong, immediately fine 5,000, 10,000, no whatever. Should be punished. That is right. But the differentiation is there. Now, do you know, if you see in our, no, I heard in one of the Prabhupada lecture, in Kashmir, like the kings, no, when they were ruling, that 1900, I'm saying 1800 to 1900, if a thief is there, if thief is found, they'll immediately cut his hand. Okay, such a cruel punishment is given. Do you know why? Because if he is not punished, if he is not punished properly, after death, he will go to hell. The punishment will be 10 times, 20 times, or 100 times more than what he deserves on the earth. So he will be suffering like anything. Then he will curse the king. You should have punished me. Now I am suffering more like that. No, nowadays the other way is happening. Let us no do something and things like that. But this is the reason. They will suffer more in the hell, and they will curse the king who was no ruling the time. Okay, that is the reason these things are happening. Okay. Next verse, we'll just only recite, we'll not take the translation. You can yourself read. Dampatye viruchir hetu Mayaiva vyava sorry Mayaiva vyavaharike Stritve pumstve chahiratir Vipratve shutram evahi. So this verse is very self-explanatory to all of you, as you can read the translation. So nowadays, what is hot in the paying guest? Do you know? Paying guest, right? PGs, you all know, right? PGs. Rather than men's PG, women's PG, it is co-living PG is hot selling now. Okay, the verse is becoming applicable now. Okay, the relationship before marriage, and my mentor, no, I was discussing this verse with him. My mentor said, Prabhuji, like he was no, jokingly said, you missed a golden time. See nowadays. Then I said, Prabhuji, do you know what is the punishment you will get in the hell for this? Hmm? You want to know? Okay. Nice copper, nice woman statue with beautiful ornaments and everything, but it will be made of molten copper. It will be in the melting copper. That copper we have to embrace. This is the punishment which we get if you have the illicit connections. Okay. So scriptures will tell the truth. I have to tell the truth. I should not what you call polish and give. Okay. I have to give as it is. Okay. Now Brahmana. I had a friend, Prabhuji shared me one day that please don't get offended. Okay, there are good brahmanas, but this is to tell how the degradation happens. Those days, the brahmanas will be so perfect. There is no deviation in the brahmanas. But nowadays, there is a deviation. That is what is scripture is telling. So he went to a puja in a Ganesh festival something. Since he was a Brahmana, he was awarded some gift or something, and then he was coming and telling to his friends that I got some money. Immediately another friend, oh, you got money, chalo, we'll go to bar. So similarly, this is how degradation happens. People are no, the Brahmana is just by wearing the thread is becoming a Brahmana. This is amazing verse. प्रजाहि लुब्धे राजन्ये निग्रहीतस्यु धर्मभिः आचिन्नदारद्रवीण यश्यन्ति गिरिकाननम्. Mataji's can read translation.
Using their wives and properties to such vicious and merciless rulers who will behave no better than ordinary thieves, the citizens will flee to the mountains and forests.
Okay. So the last line is very important. The rulers behave like ordinary thieves. Do you know at that time when the scripture was written, the king will always think how to protect the kingdom, how to serve the kingdom. They collect tax, but all the tax they use it in the service of the people. They never take it and put it in their pocket. Okay. Nowadays they take everything and put it in whatever spilling out they are serving us. This is the reality. But this is written 5,000 years ago. At that time, these cases were not there. See, today I can say, like, so future, now people will behave, misbehave, and things like that. That time, when the scripture was written, there is no such misbehavior. There is no such rulers. There is no such things. Okay? Okay. Now, I have another question. What will be the lifespan of the people in the Kali Yuga towards the end? What do you think will be the lifespan? 80? 50 to 60? 30? 20? Good guess. Yes. Yes. Any other? 5? Okay. More than 100. Okay. Let's see what scriptures say. त्रिंशात् विंशाति वर्षाणि प्रामयुः खलु नृणाम्. Prabhuji can read translation.
The maximum duration of life for human beings in Kali Yuga will become 50 years.
So Kali Yuga, it will be maximum 50. Okay, that means Trimshat Vimshati. Trimshat means 30, Vimshati means 20. So 30 plus 20. So means what will happen? People will start dying after between 30 to 50. Maximum will be 50. Now we can say maximum is 100. So people start dying after 70 to 80 or 80 to 100. That way, Trimshat to 50, 30 to 50. How is it possible here? I can live 80, 90. Why? How such things are? Okay, before to that, I will ask another question. You all know, Lord Ram ruled 10,000 years the Ayodhya. Dasharath Maharaj ruled 60,000 years his kingdom Ayodhya. Your grandchild comes and asks you, or your nephew and niece comes and asks you, Papa, I'm seeing max to max people are living only 100 years, right? How can you say people have lived 60,000 years here? What answer will you give? Food what we eat, okay. Pollution,
Peace of mind, Treta Yuga.
Treta Yuga, okay. But still you'll ask her. So Treta Yuga means you can live, huh? Okay. Okay. I'll reveal the suspense. So you see, there was one history movie was made. There was one history movie was made about Shivaji, Chhatrapati Shivaji. No, it was made. So the hero was acting. He is a eight-pack body. No, all the steps were there in the body with lot of gym and exercise. He's fully fit, fully equipped. Okay, and then he was asked. No, he was given the armor of duplicate armor. Means what is actual armor? He has given a duplicate armor. This hero, out of no power, he said, "Hey, what you're getting a dummy armor? Get me the real armor. I am so fit. I should wear the same only. Then only the reality of the picture will come." Okay. So then they got the real armor. of Shivaji Maharaj. This hero who has eight packs could not even lift the armor. Forget about it. Shivaji was lifting the armor, wearing it. They went to warfield, battlefield, wherein this hero could not even lift the armor. So condition, Chhatrapati Shivaji is just 200, 300 years back, correct? But 200, 300 years back, what humans can lift? The hero who's fully fit could not lift. How gradually we are degrading. Okay. During when I was studying my 10th standard, no, like people used to be so tall and they'll have big mustache like this. And whenever teachers come, no, they used to salute the students rather than students saluting. But nowadays, you go to school, you go to 10th standard, you can put all of them in a big shopper or in a trolley bag. That is how the size is. Like during my time, also there are short people, but the percentage is hardly 4 5. But if you see now, hardly almost 60 70% of the people are no, they are not grown to the this one. So gradually our growth is degrading. Now, as Mataji nicely pointed out, in Treta Yuga, people see basic duration of life is decided by the number of breaths you take on a day. Okay, on your lifetime, your number of breaths is fixed. That is the reason you're going to your expiry date is fixed to that day. Okay, so those days, Lord Ram's time and things like that, Treta Yuga, people used to be in the height of 40 feet, not 6 feet like us. So their lungs, their capacity is higher. So since their lungs are bigger and things like that, their breath they take, yes, they have a longer time. Their one breath to next breath is long time is there. You see, different yogic practices, if you see, the first thing is they want to perfect their life. They feel that lifetime is short. All they practice is how to extend their breath. This is what they do. Okay, so this is the logic that they have this one. So in the Dwapara Yuga, people used to be in the height of 10 feet and kind of a thing. So they used to be this one taller. So because of that, people are able to live longer life. So I was once it happened, really it happened, it seems, that one pujari in Jagannath Puri, he was returning after finishing the duties of performing puja. When he was returning, a huge 40 feet person was following him back. Okay, so he was fearing what is this person is about. Then he asked, "Who are you?" Then that person introduced himself as Vibhishana. Okay, do you know Vibhishana is from Ramayana? So he thought, see, I will not be seen by anyone else. I don't know how come you are able to see me. Then, like they thought it's the Lord's plan. Then this Brahmana is intelligent. See, I have seen you. People will not believe me. Give me something as a proof so that I can tell to the people. Then Vibhishana gave his bracelet. Okay, his bracelet. Do you know what is the size of the bracelet? You know, bullock carts you see, no? That much size. That much size. It is there in one of the Pujari's house, is what I heard from one of the senior devotees. Okay? Our scriptures are not wrong. Okay, please understand. Okay. Another question. What is the towards the end of Kali Yuga, how it is going to be, do you all know? I didn't put in any of the shlokas because it is very horrible. Okay, I'll tell you. After some time, after some golden period, which is going on currently, after some time, it's going to be acid rain. Acid rain. When it acid rain happens, no vegetation. Entire water bodies will be polluted. Entire water body, you cannot put in your RO filter or whatever reverse osmosis, whatever you do, you cannot purify the water. Okay, you don't have water. Hmm? What you have to do for water? You have to kill an animal and drink their blood to quench your thirst. This is how horrible it's going to be. Hmm? And already it is happening currently in Africa. In one village, there is a 50-kilometer surrounding, there is no water. Okay. So whatever animal they see, they cut it and then whatever to quench the thirst they are doing. And after some time, because no vegetation, no animals will be there. Okay. So we will become cannibals. We have to eat our own, our own race. This is how the costly Kali Yuga is going to be. Okay, so that is the reason I ask you to chant every day. Okay, I'm not telling. See, taking birth cycle of breaking the cycle of birth and death. Okay, we can take birth again. We can study. We can get married. We can do everything and things like that. But the situation in the earth is going to be so hellish that you cannot even live. That is the condition it's going to be. Okay, so that is the reason I requested everyone. Okay. Anyhow, I'm just not threatening you. I'm just showing a warning sign. This is the like speed breaker. We go in highway, right? Speed breaker is there. Our toll plaza is away. Like that, I just want showing the sign. Okay. Look at another amazing predictions. See, whenever scriptures describe something, no, they give a precise point. Like for example, if a scientist, this may be the reason, this could be one of the reason, these are the possible reasons. No, our scripture is very clear. Okay, let us recite this verse. Sambalagrama mukyasya brahmanasya mahatmanah bhavane vishnu yashashah kalki pradur bhavishyati. Prabhuji's can be translation.
Lord Kalki will appear in the form of the most eminent Brahmana of Sambhala village, the great soul Vishnu.
Look at the our scriptures glory. They are telling he is going to take place in this village and he is going to be take birth in this brahmana for this brahmana. How precise they are, right? Wherein if you see the signs, they are not precise. They'll say possibly all those jugglery of words they'll use. Okay, okay. So I have done so many glories. The proof of validity of Vedic scripture is axiomatic truth, amazing prediction. Today you saw amazing predictions and then even the axiomatic truth. Next one is life manual. Okay. So what is this? By the way, today Globe Jamun is not there in the version. Okay. So if you have to describe Globe Jamun, what I have to do? Globe Jamun is a brownie substance, fluffy. It will be dipped in sugar. It will be so tasty. Or if instead of telling this, I can throw into your mouth, you can taste it, and you'll naturally feel the taste, right? So that is the easy way. Similarly, if you practice the Vedic principles, Vedic scriptures, I don't have to tell you how amazing it is. You will yourself see the difference. That is the power of our Vedic scriptures. You will just practice, you implement the principles of Bhagavad Gita, you will feel the taste and the difference in your life. Okay? That's what even Krishna says. Can you repeat after me? Rajavidya Rajaguhyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam Pratyaksha Vagamam Dharmyam Shushukam Kartamapyayam. Mataji's can read translation.
This knowledge is the key of education, the most secret of all secrets. It is the purest knowledge, and because it gives direct perception of the self by realization. It is the perfection of religion. It is everlasting and it is joyfully performed.
So look at the statement of Krishna. You can get a direct perception. You just implement the principle of Bhagavad Gita, you will get a direct perception. You don't need to, I need to sit and tell you this will be, no, Gulab Jamun will be so fluffy and things like that. Just implement in your life, you will see the change. See the hippies who were no initially came to Prabhupada, they are drug addicts, they are woman mongers, they were like anything. They were able to become a good Vaishnava. See, instead of coming to human, next level is Vaishnava. They become Vaishnava. They are so worshipable. We should respect them. That level they have become. How? Just implementing the principles of Bhagavad Gita. Nothing else. So even the hippies can change. Then what about our life? Okay, we are already very pious. We know who is Krishna, what is Bhagavad Gita, and everything. We just have to implement in our life. Okay. Now, after telling all these things, after telling all these things, Prabhuji, still I don't put a faith in our scriptures. Still I don't believe what you say. Means I don't have faith. Faith only they say. I don't still fully believe. Okay. So why should we put faith in our scriptures? If you see, faith is an integral part of our life. Okay. How many of you go to shaving in a barber shop? No, rest all do self. Okay. See, I also do self only. So we go to barber shop. We are we are bent like this, and the knife, yes, sharp knife is just here. But we have complete faith. We don't know Kula, Gotra of that person. We have complete faith. He will not do this. He will do this, right? But people say, I don't have faith in the scriptures. But we have faith in the person who don't know at all. We don't know Kula and Gotra. Okay? Yes. Next. People go in travel, right? Aeroplane, bus, train. Okay? We book a ticket in online. We go and sit in the bus. We have a complete faith that this driver will take me to the destination. Anytime did you go and ask, oh driver, if you don't take me to the destination, I will kill you and crash you. Will they say? We have complete faith. We go and sit, and with a complete faith, we sleep also, right? And he takes. This is self-explanatory. We have complete faith on the doctor who is operating us. This is ultimate. This is a restaurant. This is not a no family dining. It's a restaurant. Okay. In childhood, no, I like the dosa in the another restaurant. So those days, the master, who puts the dosa is called dosa master. I don't know South India and all it is the thing. Dosa master. So I like the masala dosa or ghee roast. I like very much. So I went to the counter. Counter, I paid the money, and then the billing counter person, master, one ghee roast. Then this master, due to hotness, my city had hot climate, and they are sitting in front of the stove, so they will be wearing only baniyan. Okay, so prior to my order, there is an onion roast. Okay, so this master was sweating like anything. Then he did this, took the onion and sprinkled nicely. Okay. One day he was taking the ghee and this one. He was sweating a lot, I think. He took like this and sprinkled. That day I decided I'd have only ghee. so so one of the golden rule is if you go to restaurant, no, any five-star restaurant, never enter kitchen. Otherwise, you'll never go to restaurant again. Correct? But when we order food, we have a complete faith in the restaurant. Some cockroach would have fallen, some lizard would have fallen, they would have taken. But we have complete faith. It's going to be the tastiest food which is I'm going to get. Right? So we have faith in so many things, but we don't have faith in the very scriptures. So what we say is be scientific. What is science? You take an apparatus. So science, how it works? Aim, apparatus, procedure, observation, and conclusion. What is the aim? To understand Bhagavad Gita works or not. Take the Bhagavad Gita and read and implement in your life and observe the transformation in yourself. Conclusion will be yes, it really works. We have seen in many volunteers' life with the same confidence, with the same thing, it works. Okay? Yes. What we say is be scientific, don't be blind follower. Okay? With this, my session ends. For the first time, I finished the class in 6.50 minutes. Okay. So I have some more things to tell. So there are some donors. So they want to be anonymous. So that's why I could not read their name. So let's all chant one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra by thanking the donors. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. How many of you are coming just first time for the session? Only one, two, three. Prabhuji, please take down their number. We'll assign a volunteer call. Arvind, you can come here and take down. So there is a group, WhatsApp group is there, where we post all the video lectures and the slides and everything. And earlier sessions are there, which you can see. So just take down this number also, so that no, take a photo, so that we'll send earlier video sessions. It is useful, and lot of course information, everything happens through this group. Okay. Other than the first comers, anybody who are coming did not get any volunteer call. Okay. Prabhuji, take them then. No. Okay. Okay. So when you enter the hall, I request you to give the attendance form so that we'll assign the volunteers. Why we want the volunteers is anything you have doubt, anything, we'll be able to this one. So last week we announced for the yatra, we take the bowl and things like that. So it is useful for us, to to communicate with you at the same time get the feedback from you. That is the reason. Okay. Now, unfavorite question for all of you. How many of you are chanting one round 108 times on the beats? Right. My humble obeisances. My humble obeisances. Others, as I request you, how the Kali Yuga is going to be very costly. Very, very costly. Trust me, you cannot live. You cannot live. On the road, you cannot live. Not, no place is safe. When COVID time, no, right? When you are in the house, no, there is no place safe, right? Same way it's going to be forever. At least COVID went after 1 year. But when you grow higher, means as the Kali Yuga progress, you cannot live anywhere. Trust me, you don't want to see that page. Okay? So please chant every day. Every day you chant one step closer to break the cycle of birth and death you are taking. Every time you come here, you are taking another step, another major step. No one village or district we are crossing towards the spiritual planets. So with my humble no with humble request and with folded hands, I'm requesting you, please chant every day. The beats and beatbacks are available with our booking counter, book counter, just hardly 50 rupees. And many people are telling, Prabhuji, no time, no time. I asked one question, what time you are waking up? He said like no 7:30 on Prabhuji was saying. And I told him, why don't you wake up at 7:20? Just keep an alarm 10 minutes back. It takes only 10 minutes to chant, right? So many other works are there, so many other things. Okay. So I don't think so. 10 minutes. Like if you have important presentation tomorrow, you will make it, right? Suppose your kid has an exam, you will make sure he studies that this one, right? Similarly, please feel importance of this because it is like no, if it is not done now, never we are going to get. Okay. You all know many of you are working in corporate as software engineer. How many of you has a PF account? All of you, right? Why it is required? Why?
Retirement.
Retirement. Why? At retirement we need it. We cannot earn. Same thing happens in the future in Kali Yuga. You cannot chant. There is no water. Will I come and say, Prabhuji, please chant? Will you chant? There is no water. There is no food. What will you do? So it's now or never. How you are saving the PF for yourself? The human form of life is meant to save the spiritual assets. Okay. The animals also do the same thing: eating, mating, sleeping, defending. But humans have the higher purpose. We are supposed to accumulate spiritual assets along with our duties. I'm not saying, okay, don't do anything, come and sit here and throw it away. No, I'm not saying. Do your duties, just 10 minutes only, I'm asking. It is not too high. Okay? Okay. So we are going to start level 2 Gita course as I mentioned earlier. 2 or max 3 more sessions left. Okay, when the new year starts, it's going to be level 2. It's going to be so advanced, so many calculator. We need a calculator, engineering calculator we need to understand the concepts. I will use a lot of if-else charts to understand, make you understand the concepts. It's going to be so difficult. If you don't chant, no, you'll not be able to understand. That is the reality. Okay. So minimum 1 round of chanting is mandatory. Kartikeya Prabhu, my mentor, told me I follow the instruction as it is. If you don't chant, you will not get an admission here. Okay, so that is the that is the thing. Okay, next week there is no class here. Please don't come. We will not be there at all. Okay, so next week we have a great festival called Among Leela Prabhuji's Prem Milan is the festival. I'll just show one of his video, then you will understand how great this personality is.
Hare Krishna. So today the question which I want to make is how can we see God? And because I can't see God, should I actually have faith that God exists? Does God really exist? Or is it just a matter of faith that if you believe that yeah, he exists, and if you do not believe, yeah, he does not exist, it's just
Oh, sorry. I'll just increase the volume so it's full volume. Sorry.
a matter of faith. Something like that. Absolutely. Other somebody was doing and his name is his divine name is Mukti Siddhanta Sirpurava He was known as Mukti Encyclopedia. He used to say, do not try to see God, but serve him so nicely.
I'll increase the volume if you want. Sorry. Beautiful.
that He comes to see you. And of course, when God will come,
I'll just go back a second because we missed a second.
Hare Krishna. So today the question which I am going to take is, how can we see God? And because I can't see God, should I actually have faith that God exists? Does God really exist? Or is it just a matter of faith that if you believe that yeah, he exists, and if you do not believe, yeah, he does not exist, it's just a matter of faith. Is it like that? Absolutely not. I don't know if it's in our time, and his name is his divine name, Six Siddhanta Saraswati. He was known as Walking Encyclopedia. He used to say, do not try to see God, but serve him so nicely that he comes to see you. And of course, when God will come to see us, we will also come to see God. How to see God? Can we see God by challenging spirit? And today I will see God. Certainly not. God reveals himself to us as the truth. Just like if I take a candle and I'm searching for sun. Where is the sun? Where is the sun? Let me bring a torch. Let me bring some say sodium light, and then let me see sun during the night time. But excuse me, a sun cannot be seen by a candlelight or a sodium lamp. Sun reveals himself as per his own will. Similarly, God also reveals himself to us as per his will. Not that we, by our own endeavors, will force God to present before us. Of course not. We should try to serve God with humility, and then God, when He speaks, then He can reveal Himself to us. One more thing which we can notice is that we can see the nature around us. How can this beautiful nature come out, can manifest without someone being a creator of all this beautiful nature? You have a nature, I have a nature, we all have nature. But what about this nature? This nature also belongs to someone. Certainly, this is the nature of the Supreme Lord. So the nature is such a beautiful nature, which is in order, which is in harmony, which is so beautiful, which is so automatic. So there has to be a person who has programmed it to become automatic. So we can have indirect darshan of God when we see Prakriti, this nature, how beautiful this nature, this is harmony, and which is going on smoothly without any obstruction. So God certainly must be there, who is the creator of this beautiful creation. So that is, we can see God through His creation as well, through nature as well. So if we want to see God, so SEE. So S for seeking association of those who have seen God. That is devotee to the Lord. So when we associate with the devotee to the Lord, they give us a vision so that we can see God. And then E. E stands for ears. God cannot be seen by eyes. God can be seen by ears. Let me repeat. God can be seen by ears. More we hear about the Lord, more is the training so that we can see God. So God can be seen through ears. So S stands for seeking association of devotees. E stands for ears. That means we should listen and hear from the devotees of the Lord, and in this way we can see God. And then last E stands for endeavor. We must, with all determination, all enthusiasm, and patience, fueled with the spirit of humility, when we make endeavors to be God. And then when God is pleased, God is pleased. So that's we see ears are used in listening about God, and then we endeavoring, really, this ability, this determination, with enthusiasm and patience. And suddenly, God reveals us this beautiful form, this beautiful manifestation. And then we are completely captivated by all beautiful Supreme Lord. So there is a way to see God. By challenging spirits, we cannot see God. But yes, with the spirit of devotion, we can certainly see God. Thank you very much for watching. Hare Krishna.
So this Prabhuji is going to come for the next Sunday, 10:30 in the ISKCON Whitefield. It is in the ACS layout. Morning 10:30 a.m. is the program. Small thing only you have to do. We will circulate the form today. Please fill the form Please don't miss it. Okay, such an amazing class he has given. He gives much more. I couldn't just within before coming to class. I got only 5 minutes. I downloaded some video and then I put it. Okay, so and we will put another teaser also, some other video. He's such an amazing speaker. Anyone who just by hearing his video became devotees. That much amazing speaker is. And when such speakers comes, we have to hear them. Just seeing them is also great benefit to us. Please understand. They have a so much realization of the God. He was seeing, no, he was saying seeking association, right? So association with the person who has seen the God or who have realized far better is going to help us a lot. So just by seeing him, even he can't stay till the program, just come and see him and go back. That is also okay. And we are going to serve prashadam. That's the reason we are asking registration, because we want to feed you abundantly. So just register and go. Don't miss it. Next Sunday morning, 10:30 is the program. We booked a big ground for all of us so that we can visit. And Sunday evening, next Sunday evening, we don't have a class here. Next to next Sunday, we have again back in class. Clear? Okay. Okay. So then one more thing. We were being polling about yatra, right? So many felt. So 2 days yatra means we have to check with our spouse, and we have so many other difficulties like that. So we have decided to change the yatra to a 1 day yatra, and we have decided to change the place also. But when we polled December 3rd or 4th or 24th or 25th, many had opted 24th or 25th or 8th. So we decided 24th, only 1 day yatra, which is a Saturday, 1 day prior to Christmas, December 24th, just 1 day yatra. Morning 6, we start sharp here. By 10, we'll be back here. Okay. So further details I'll announce in the December 4th class. That is next to next Sunday. I'll announce all the details. So it's going to be cheaper. Many felt like it is a bit costly. So it's going to be cheaper. That doesn't mean that our 2 day yatra is cancelled. It is not cancelled. It is postponed to level 2. So every level 1 we go for yatra. We want to give a higher this one, but since the people are not comfortable, we are giving a 1 day yatra. But when we go to level 2, we will go for 3 day yatra. Okay, so that will be there in the April. We will plan well in advance. We'll tell you well in advance. So don't book your flight to your native place and those nights. Okay, yeah. And you can invite all your family members. This 1 day yatra, you can bring all your family members, your near one, dear one, everything. Okay, even your neighbors who know uncle, auntie, everyone, you can bring. Okay, yes. So further details I'll announce in the third class. Now, today we saw amazing predictions from Srimad Bhagavatam, right? So one such glory I would like to highlight about Srimad Bhagavatam, right? So there was a one person called Atma Deva. He was a very good Brahmana, but unfortunately he didn't have a kid, childrenless. Okay. Then he was worrying in the forest and things like that, and the rishi came and saw his sadness, and he told, next 7 lifetimes you don't have kid, you don't have option for kid, like that he told. Then immediately this person became so morose. Then out of, because why he told is, the kid which you may get will give more trouble to you. So that's the reason no, you don't have a prarabdha to have a kids for the next 7 lifetimes. So if you artificially try to get, he will suffer. No, he'll make you suffer like anything. Then this rishi, based on compassion, he gave a fruit. He gave a fruit to the Atmadeva that ask your wife to eat this fruit. If she eats this fruit, you will get a very good son and you will not have any problem. This is the guarantee he made. And he told she has to follow certain rules. Number one, she should speak the truth, she should be charity and things like that. Wherein Atmadeva's wife was not like that. She always tried to scold people, liked so much gossip and involved in so many things. So she's not such a nice lady, but somehow they were gelling together. Wherein Atmadeva was so nice person. So fruit is got. Atmadeva felt very happy. He went and told his wife, I got a fruit, now our problem is solved, like that. This wife kept the fruit and said, I'll eat tomorrow. Okay? And then these people know, this group of people, they'll take a consultation from another group of people. Okay? Her sister was there. This name of the wife is Dunduli. Dunduli is the name of the wife. She consulted her sister. So the sister told, See, when you become pregnant, you will become fat, you will become ugly, then you cannot do whatever you are enjoying, and you cannot speak the truth, and you cannot be charitable. And forget it. Anyhow, I am pregnant now. Her sister was telling, I am pregnant now. When my kid is born, I'll give it to you. So you manage like that. Then we'll manage like that. Anyhow, I will say that my kid is died. Your kid, like, then I'll give you my kid to you. You make him, like, you grow him, so that you will not have a problem of becoming fat and ugly post pregnancy. So then this lady threw the fruit to the cow. The cow ate the fruit, and after some time, the sister gave birth to a son. And then, as per plan, they exchanged the kid, and in return, sister wants money, so they gave money. And then to feed the milk, also they made some arrangement, so she comes and feed the milk. Okay, and at the same time, the cow which ate the fruit, it gave to a birth to a boy child. Only small problem was his ears were like cow. So his name is Gokarna because he had the ears of the this one. And the other person, the sister's child is Dundukari. Two persons, Gokarna, Dundukari. Now, since the fruit is eaten by the cow, Gokarna was so pious like Atmadeva. He was reading well versed in the scriptures, he followed the scriptures nicely and everything. But Dundukari was born of sister, they are also crooked. He was also crooked. He started to, gambling, illicit sex, so many other things. So by seeing his son's condition, Atmadeva decided, let me go to forest and let me meditate on the Lord and retire my life. He went like that. So since the father is left, only mother was there, and then this person started to thrash her mother, give me money for no illicit sex, give me money for gambling, intoxication, everything. After some time, her mother also committed suicide and died. Now only Dundukari left. When these both are died, Gokarna went to Prayag and Gaya and offered oblations for them and took the holy river dip and everything. They offered oblations, and he was returning back. When he was returning back, this Dundukari was having five prostitutes in his house to maintain his life. And then he used to steal, so many things he was doing. So one day they all felt this person is too much stealing his due. So king will catch him and punish him. So we'll also be caught. I think we should kill him, finish him. So they tied him, and then they, somehow or other they killed him. Okay. Then after some time when Gokarna returned to his home, he heard the news of his brother's death. Then again he went to Gaya and offered oblations. Then when he came back and he was sleeping in his house, lot of disturbance happened. Lot of disturbance. Like no, in the movies, no, doors will bang, windows will shake. All those things are happening. Then he took the like. Actually, what happened is he became a ghost. This Dundukari became a ghost. So he came and disturbed Gokarna and wanted to talk to him, but he could not talk to him at all because when you become ghost, you'll have all the senses, that means all the desires and things like that, but no sense to enjoy. So you'll not be able to speak and things like that. So Gokarna sprinkled the water because it's a holy river. He could speak. Now he started to speak. Oh brother, I became a ghost now. I'm not able to suffer, not able to tolerate this pain. Please relieve me. Gokarna felt. See, I did a what do you call this one for you. This one. The pujas for you, you should have been delivered. This is the reason we perform. Why it is not happening like that? So next day he inquired the sun god what is the solution to the problem. So sun god said he done so many sins. That is the reason even after going to these things, you're not able to relieve his sin. So only way to relieve his sin, you conduct a Bhagavata Saptaha, Srimad Bhagavatam recitation you conduct. Like that he said. So immediately next day itself, Gokarna arranged a Bhagavata Saptaha. Means he called all the villages and he started to recite Srimad Bhagavatam. Now this Dundukari cannot sit in a place. So to hide himself, control himself to receive to hear it continuously, he sat on a bamboo tree. The bamboo tree had a seven holes. Okay. So first day the recitation started. Whenever one day recitation, one the one holes of the tree broke, indicating that he is liberated. Okay. So one day it was happening. When the seventh day, all the villagers are hearing. Dundukar is also hearing. The seventh day, this the entire bamboo stick got broken. Immediately he came out in a super molten golden form he came out, and an aeroplane came from Vaikunta. He got a non-stop flight ticket to Vaikunta. Okay, this was happening, and everyone was astonished to see. All the villagers were astonished to see how come such a sinful person could be delivered. Yes, and he could deliver. There is one question everyone asked: why the plane didn't come to others? Everyone in the audience heard the Srimad Bhagavatam. Only plane came to take only Dundukari. Why? Then the attendants of the flight told only Dundukari heard with faith that this will solve my problem. Okay? None of the others were hearing with the attention. Okay? So one learning for all of you is hear with attention. Okay? Then only you can get the benefit. Now, why I told this? Srimad Bhagavatam is such a glorious scripture, such a glorious scripture. Today you saw how many amazing traditions are there, and so many. All the incarnations of the Lord, most of the incarnations of the Lord is presented in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So it is said, if you can read one quarter verse, one verse, half verse, or one quarter verse, it is like every day if you read, it is like offering 1,000 cows in charity to Brahmanas. That much glorious is Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so we have ISKCON, we have a what we call this month we say Gita Jayanti month because Gita was spoken on December 3rd. It's going to come, so it's a Gita Jayanti month. So we get the books printed in a large quantity. So we sell in a discounted price. Okay, so when I bought this Srimad Bhagavatam book, it was like I told you, it is 12 cantos, 12 volumes. Okay, so since we cannot put all the cantos in a one book, it is like split into 18 books. Okay, so each book can cost you 500 because it is almost 20% or 30% more than the size of Bhagavad Gita, the width as well as number of pages. So it will cost you 500. So 18 into 500 will become 9,000 easily. So when I purchased this book, it was costing me something like 5,500 something. Now the cost is, I purchased 3 years back. 3 years back. Now the cost is, because every year it increases. Now the cost is around close to 7,000 to 9,000, 7,000 to 8,500 it will come. Depends on the language. Only Malayalam is very big because of the letters. Rest all language will be short, so it will be around 7 to 7.5 only. Why? As I told you, as every year, the next year the price will increase by another 1,000. Next year, another price will increase by 1,000. Okay, so you can approach the bookstall to buy the book. One additional feature which we get with Srimad Bhagavatam is, if you buy this book, I will come personally to your home and install Srimad Bhagavatam in your house. Okay, already one Prabhuji booked Srimad Bhagavatam. We are planning to do an installation in his house coming Saturday. It is his anniversary day. So today Prabhuji is not there, he is out of station. So we are planning to do. So if you buy this book, I will come personally. We will do it on Saturdays. I am not free on any other day. We'll do it on Saturday. After Sankranti, I am available free. Till Sankranti, we'll be busy in different activities. After Sankranti, I will personally come. Devotees will come. We'll do the kirtan. I'll give a short katha at your apartment, and then we'll do the puja of Srimad Bhagavatam. Why we are worshipping so much is Krishna told to Uddhava. Uddhava asked, "Oh Krishna, you are going to leave now. What are we are going to do?" Then Krishna told two things. I am available in two things in the Kali Yuga. One is Shaligrama Sila. Next one is Srimad Bhagavatam as a Shabdaru. Okay, so it is as good as Krishna in your home. You want to take darshan of deities to temple, you cannot take darshan after midnight 12, right? But if you're just in your home, you open the book, read one verse, you're taking darshan of Krishna. That much powerful and what you call potent is Srimad Bhagavatam book. Okay, so I request you to buy and we will come and do the installation. Okay. Yes, no, like not much cost will be there for installation. Hardly few prashadam. Depends on your convenience. We can do that. Okay. Yes. Questions. Any questions? So all are clear now. Yes, please. Yeah.
like you spoke about Srimad Bhagavatam. So what does this book cover?
Oh.
Just to be
Yeah, Srimad Bhagavatam starts with creation, how the world was created, what was their prayer to creation, all those things, all the different incarnation of the Lord, starting from no different how the 10 avatars are there. No, it is not actually 10, it is actually 24. It is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam. All their avatars, all their activities, and how the devotees are react, praise the Lord, their glories, and then different pastimes like Dhruva Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Ajamila, and then Ambarish Maharaj. So many pastimes are described in this one. How a devotee should be ideally. It is there. It is said. It is the Srimad Bhagavatam is about the madman, mad about Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna. How they are mad, it is described. Then we will also become mad. Right. Yes, Mataji.
Can't we stop the Kali-yuga? Like what will happen after?
You can escape the Kali Yuga. That is the only solution. Because the people who are, like for example, you see in the previous yugas, people were people who are good are put in that yuga. Whomsoever wanted to do something nonsense, they will be kept in the hibernation mode or they will go to hell. Then they will take appear in the Kali Yuga. More sinful people, more what you call more like-minded people appear in the towards the end of the Kali Yuga because we have to accommodate them also, right? Yes. So only solution is get out. Yes, please.
yes, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So I just want to know if this nature, all those things is part of God, right? So that's the Amogila Prabhuji. So as you told, in Kali Yuga, as a day will come and it will destroy the nature itself. So why God want to destroy it, his own property in Kali Yuga?
Okay. So actually, every creation. Okay. So it is coming. It's going to be covered in the one of the advanced sessions. We are going to see how it is going to be done. See, please understand there is some mistake with our thought process. Okay. As I told you, I think in the fifth session, what is our real position? Like I told an example, analogy, right? Sachin Tendulkar came with an exhibition with his son Arjun Tendulkar. Now Arjun Tendulkar saw the exhibition nicely and he left the father's hand and he stayed in the exhibition. The best thing what Arjun Tendulkar should do is go back to his father. He should not ask that in the exhibition I am suffering, in the exhibition I am getting rain, in the exhibition I am getting cold, all those things. Our original position is to be in the spiritual world. This place is a temporary. Okay, we should not expect this temporary place to be very good. Now, when it comes to the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is described when the Lord, no, it is called Karana ocean, when the Lord lays down and in his pores, every breath, one planetary system comes out. And when he inhales, the planetary system gets annihilated. So it is a part of the plan sequence is there, which we'll be covering in the advanced session, first session of level 2 Gita course called Kala Chakra. In there, we'll be covering detailing how this process works and this one. So it is the by design, it is like that. And to make sure to make us understand, come back to spiritual world, not to enjoy here or no stay here. Like Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur he used to say, this place is a toilet. We should finish the job and come out. We should not expect toilet to be providing all the facilities. Yeah? Please don't mind, this is a reality. That is it. Okay. If no other question, we'll go for important activity that is mantra meditation. So there are different mantra meditations are available. Many people ask me why no different meditations are available. Why we are not doing that? Why mantra we have to chant? Today we have understood how important is the faith in the Vedic scriptures. They are so absolute, so perfect in knowledge. They give everything. Okay, same perfection we are going to get by chanting the mantra. And all these meditations, no different meditation. I'll give in another class what these will do. They will suppress for some time. It's like pushing the boundary to some time. But after some time, it will come back again. Wherein mantra meditation is able to clear our samskaras, it is able to remove our impressions. That much powerful is mantra meditation. And the same Srimad Bhagavatam is recommending to chant the holy name of the Lord. So today you saw how glorious and amazing scriptures are. They are so absolute, so perfect knowledge, so clear, so precise. The same scriptures are recommending this mantra. Okay? So let the beats distributed, then we'll start chanting. So past two sessions I am trying to put Prabhupada's Dhoon, somehow or other I am not getting lucky. Today also we will try. I found another video which is good. Let's see. Okay, meanwhile we'll let us recite this verse. Kritayadhyayato Vishnu Tretayam Yajato Makare Dvapare Paricharyayam Kalo Hari Kirtana Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Iti Shodashakam Namna, Kali Kalmashanashanam, Nata Paratavapaya, Sarvavedeshu Drishyate. Okay. So just one announcement I forgot. So I initially I was telling during the start of the class hall is half empty, but when I show Arati and then open the week, I see people are standing till the end. So we have been discussing why it is happening. So one possible answer is people would like to witness Arati and group chanting. Yes, we would like to serve you. So you are seeing a wonderful nectar for your ears, wonderful nectar for Prashadam tongue also served, but we want to feed you wonderful nectar for your ears also. So try to be here by 5:30. Our program starts at sharp 5:30. The kirtan which we do is not the filler, because whenever we start an auspicious program, we have to chant the invoke the auspiciousness. So for that only we chant. So that is the reason initial kirtan. Sharp 5:30 we start, and another 10 or 12 minutes we'll start the class. So programs will start sharp. So we'd like to feed your ears also as a nectar. Yeah, please give us an opportunity to serve your ears. So please try to come here by 5:30. The program starts sharp at 5:30. Okay. So with this, let's start chanting. Please sit in a comfortable, erected position so that you can focus nicely. Please close your eyes. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadara, Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So to chant along with the video, I'm just playing it.